I believe it's Whitney. Last name Whitney.
Commissioners and staff of the LUPC, thanks for having us. My name is Warren Whitney. I'm from Bodenham, Maine, and I'm a camp owner on Richardson Lake, not far from Middle Dam. You've got the unenviable charge of ensuring that the owner of this dam, the Canadian company Brookfield, has a fair, permanent process to rebuild Middle Dam and to make sure that the interests of the people of Maine are taken into account as part of this project. Obviously, Brookfield makes its money by impounding and releasing water and related resources that are owned by the people of Maine. In return for the profits that this Canadian company will make, we're asking you to make sure that your fellow Mainers, well represented by the people in this room, get a deal that people decades from now will agree was reasonable. Instead of, why did they allow them to get away with that? We'll be able to say, I'm glad that they were able to work together to figure this out. The end result is pretty good. We all know that you will shortly issue the permit to allow Brookfield to build this dam. That's not really a question. The issue is some of the details around the edges. The edges that the people of Maine care about and that will determine years from now, we all say this was a successful project or not. Were we able to balance the needs of the dam owner with the needs of the people who use and enjoy the lake, the area near the dam, and the river and its aquatic life? Specifically, I hope you'll consider two areas that are of most concern to many in this room. The first is the fishery. I'm not a fisheries biologist, but I'm told that Brookfield has proposed an extensive restoration plan to the Middle Dam pool for after the build, and that it should provide good habitat for fish. That's great, but we all want to be sure that this plan means that we'll start with good habitat, there will always be good habitat. If 5 years from now we discover that the restored natural habitat over whatever the system they're using didn't work, Brookfield can't be allowed just to say, oops, too bad. Through this initial permit, ongoing tests and evaluations, and corrective actions if necessary, we believe that Brookfield needs to ensure that the fish habitat is as good as it is now or better and stays that way. That should be part of the deal for using the water owned by the people of the state of Maine. The other thing many of us are concerned about is the Middle Dam area itself. To many people, this area is an iconic destination, not just for Western Maine, but for any part of Maine. The guests of Lakewood camps, South Arm Campground, the fishermen who come from all over the country and in some cases around the world, the picnickers that boat into Middle Dam as they explore the range of lakes. All these people have come to know Middle Dam and the rapid river as scenic, as somewhat wild but still accessible, and as emblematic of Western Maine's rich natural history. To Brookfield, this is an industrial site which helps them to water. But to everyone else, it's much, much more. No question, for several years, 4 or 5 years, whatever it is, this area is going to be a little bit of a mess despite everyone's best efforts. I get that. But afterwards, we want to be sure this looks like an area where great care was taken to blend an industrial facility with a natural setting. Specifically, I hope you require Brookfield to go the extra mile, and yes, probably the extra expense, to vegetate the dike or do something similar so that we have the look of the dam isn't what you expect to find near a mill or an urban area. How bad can this be? Well, we all know now how bad it can be just by heading up the Lake Upper Dam. Maine deserves better, Brookfield can do better, and you have the authority to require them to get that pretty good end result I mentioned earlier, not the why did they let them get away with that. So in closing, I hope you'll evaluate Brookfield's application, you'll consider requirements and conditions that allow Brookfield to be successful, that have teeth, so that the people of Maine so that the people of Maine can make sure this remains a thriving fishery and a treasured part of the Western Maine landscape. Thank you.
Thank you.